Hi, this is Emre with the video lesson of the week. The topic I have chosen for today is risk management. I'm really passionate about risk management because I struggled with taking risks, and I can say I ignored this topic in my trading completely for some months. But what happens then is you experience lots of situations where you get painfully reminded that you did not think about the risk and that you did not manage the risk. It happens because there is something to learn for you. There is something to increase. So this video lesson is for you if you need help in managing the risk in your trades, and if you are tired of getting emotionally overwhelmed because you did not calculate and manage the risk in your trade. Risk is unavoidable. Think for it for a moment. Risk is unavoidable. The key is to take the right risks. Forget about what's happened until this point. Cut your losses, Stop them from continuing. When I did that, when I learned that, it changed so much. And I made a move in a positive direction. So I love to help you feel much more comfortable in taking risks in trading, and I will tell you what I learned at Affinity Trading Institute, and I will tell you how I take the right risks. You will see that taking the right risks moved me forward in being a successful trader. What I do and what helps me very much is actually 3 points. The first point is I choose the stock and trade which I am very much interested in. The point here is that I am really interested in that stock and in that trade. The second point is I really mindfully watch the chart, and I watch it from different perspectives, and then I define the risk. So the key point here is to be mindful. And the third and last point here is, it's really a good point, to expect to get rewarded. After the points 1 and 2, now the third point is really I expect the results I want to have, I want to achieve, and then I let go. I let go of emotions. So basically I have decided I'm ready, I'm set, so the trade can start. I show you that, based on an example. This is an example trade, and you can see CIEN, and that was March 2nd. I've put in here 4 lines, and I will tell you about those 4 lines in a minute. But before that, remember what I said before. The very first thing I do is I choose the stocks and the trades I am most interested in, and that actually happens before I enter the trade. So together in the Affinity Trading Institute trading room, together with Mike DeGioia, the founder of the Affinity Trading Institute, we observe the market and we find those very interesting stocks and trades for the day. In the next step, I choose those stocks and trades that I really want to play. And then I have my list. And the second point is Now that I really mindfully watch the chart, that I really watch all the information that is available for me. So I can look at the information of the last days. I can see the lows and the highs of the last days and of the last weeks. I can then see, a more clear picture, and I can already define, some possible targets where I want to take profit. And I can imagine, some entry points. The third point is, a great one. I expect to get rewarded. I expect to make money with this trade. It's really an expectation. Right? I have done the first point. I've chosen the stocks and trades I'm most interested in, and then I mindfully watched for all information I have available. And then I have a, clear picture of where possible targets are and what money I can make. So now I can really expect to make money on that trade. Back in the example trade, CIEN was supposed to be a short play on that day. And I watch the chart, I see some 3-minute charts, and then after a while I decide that this level is a good point to set my stop loss. So that's at the price of 20.85. And I watch some more bars, and then it makes a correction, and then at this point here I see a very good trigger to now go short. Now, to define how many shares I short here, I first want to calculate that. And that's based now on the money I want to risk actually on this trade. So I have a small account, and I decided that $50 is the money I want to risk in that trade. So between the entry point, which is 20.65, and the stop loss that is set on 20.85, there's 20 cents. Now when I want to know how many shares I want to short, then I just take those $50 I'm willing to risk and divide it to the 20 cents of risk. And I get the result that I can take 250 shares here. So now I'm short with 250 shares. And at this level here, I see some more information, and I decide to make, to take some partial profits. Here's my calculator. And, by chance, the level where I take some partial profits is at 20.45, which is again 20 cents, between the entry and the point where I first take partial profits. So my calculation is 125 shares and 20 cents. I made $25 until this point. Alright, still I'm in the trade, and I expect that CIEN will go down some more. So there is some more money to make. So after going sideways for a bit, CIEN goes actually down some more. And then at this point, again, I see that, the stock price goes up again, and I decide to really cover the last 125 shares I have. So the point where I cover is at the price of 20.20. . Now between my entry, which is at 2065, and the point here at 2020, there is 45 cents. So that means 125 shares I still have, and the 45 cents, I made $56. So that means the first amount of money I made is $25, and plus the 56, I made $81 with 250 shares. Yeah, so that's good. Before I started trading, I defined the money I want to risk. So in this case, $50. And then I've chosen the stock and trades I'm most interested in, and I mindfully watched the chart and all the information that's available. Then when I see my entry point, I do a quick calculation, and I have found the number of shares I can play this trade. And then the rest is really to keep expecting that the stock price goes to my favor. Alright, and if you like to have some more information, and I want to give you some more information, then I recommend you go and click one of the links below and get in touch with the Affinity Trading Institute. Alright, that's it for today. So have a great week and talk to you next time. This is Emre.